Hi there, this is Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com here with match number 1 in my 4th Modern Masters draft. You might as well call me RogueModernDrafter.com or RogueDraftBuilder.com-ish, say, yeah, whatever. Anyway, let's keep this hand. No point in mulliganing it. It's a great hand. And we can filter off these street race. We'll cycle it, and we'll cycle it. And we'll be down to 16 already. Alright, so we've got the Aether Vial. First turn. Pop it out. We'll put a counter on next turn. We'll get this up to a 3 or 4. And cheat off either like a Sand Sower or something. So hopefully he's not an aggro deck because we already got ourselves to 16. He's playing blue-red. That's a very popular strategy. Could be like Storm. Could be just fairies with burn. And yes, we'd like to put a counter on it. And yes, we'd not like to draw into more lands. We'd actually like to put something out eventually. Probably going to keep the Aether Vial at 3, as we have the most 3-drops in our deck than anything else. And next turn I do have some action with the Seekers. And then the next turn I have some actions with the Sand Sower. And the next turn hopefully I can get some more life out of this. Eventually this can come down. Hopefully I can weather the storm until I have 6 lands. And can actually cast this dude. So I'm playing against a burn deck, which this card's just going to be very good against. So maybe Street Racer going to come out next turn, and he's going to peer through the Dampen Thought. Target player puts top, splice onto Arcane. So a mill slash. Aw, he got like the best cards ever. That was the best mill ever. Yes, we'd like to put it. Okay, there's a Flicker Wisp. That's fine. And we can pop out this Seeker. Pass the turn to him. And hopefully we can get another land and cast this Feud Killer's Verdict and be fine. This burn is the Street Racer definitely going to come out. Even the Pilfers are going to come out. Even the Pilfers are kind of good versus his mill strategy. Yeah, yep, he's just a plain burn, and he is going to hate my 10 life. He's going to make me mill again? Stop it, dude. Stop it. Alright, so yes, we'd like to use this ability. We'd like to... Oh, yep, there is our other card. We will attack in here for 2. Get him down to an 18. And play the Sand Sower. And now we have a way to protect either one of these. So if he is just like an all-out mill deck, I might just side in. I might just actually go up to like a 50-card deck. Who knows how many of these he has? It's the only thing we've seen so far. Oh, wow. 3 Lava Spikes. Okay. And he's going to mill me again. All right, this is getting kind of annoying. And this Aether Spell Bomb. All right. Okay, so we're going to Flicker Wisp. Here, yes, we'd like to use the ability. Cast this. And we will... no point in doing this. Okay, that's fine. Oh, beginning of next end step. Oh, yeah, beginning of next end step. That's fine. So he'll come back out and he'll still have... All right. All right, so I'm not going to... Yes, I am going to put a... So I'm going to have a forecasting cost now. Okay, we drew in to too many lands here. Hopefully I can just weather the storm for one more turn. Hopefully I don't die this turn, as we'll be able to gain 10 life next turn. So no Lava Spike, Pirate, Spell Bomb, and I'm fine. And no countering my stuff. And it's Tribal Sorcery. Yes, we'd like to do this ability. We have some 5-drops. Oh my god. The lands. So the Siphons are definitely come in against this mill strategy. And hopefully he doesn't have a counter spell in his hand. I hope he taps down as much... He's going to have to Pyrite Spellbomb, I believe, the Flicker Wisp. That's what he's going to do. Because, I mean, he's on a fast clock, too. He's dead next turn as well. Unless he kills me. So, yeah, Flicker Wisp is definitely... Nobody's going to... Yeah. What are you doing, dude? That's what I thought. Okay. So, he goes to a 9. Alright. No counterspell, no counterspell, no counterspell. And we win. Do we win? No counter burn. Because we'll actually get a fight. Oh, wow. That's game. All right. So I don't... Barring the mill strategy, barring his arcane milling me to death. Oh, my God. He's gonna mill me to death. And he gets to look at the top 5 cards as well. I revealed all these dampened thoughts. Okay, and he might... hopefully just miss here. No, are you kidding me? All right, so he gets a dampened thought, and he can actually cast. If he draws into land, he can do it. He can kill me right here. If he drew into a land. So we're gonna go up to 50 card deck next game. We're basically gonna just play everything with value. The street race, no. The street race are gonna come out, and he's gonna be 1 life off. Ugh. We are going to get milled. Oops, and I forgot to cast the Blight Speaker. So he's going to Arcane, I die. So I get milled out this first time, get him to a 1, and there's nothing I can do. Yep, so he splices on Arcane with the other Dampened Thought. I get milled 8, and he can just mill it. That is game. All right, so a mill burn strategy. So we're definitely going up in cards. This is pointless. This is pointless. This is pointless. This is actually decent. We can get a card out of his hand, and I'll play it. Siphon Life is great. These Street Race are definitely coming out. That's pointless. The enchantments are probably pointless. The Otherworldly Journey might come. I mean, these are coming in. They're great retrace. He's got mountains. They're coming in. His Gleam. So we're going to add some lands. I'm going to go up like 8 lands. 24 lands, 53. That sounds about right. I'll put in these as well. We're not getting milled out. This is how you beat a mill deck. And I even put the Raven's Crime in. And yeah, everything else is not very good versus him. I mean, I could go the street race now. But yeah, we'll submit it. Submit it like this. And we should be fine versus his mill deck. So yes, I'd like to play first. No, I would not like to mulligan. This is a great hand versus him. We can get this up 4, the Aether Vial at 4, and we'll be good. And then put it at 5 afterwards. And he's mulling to 5 anyway. Mill decks. That's what you get for going mill. Yes, I'd like to put it on. All right, there's a Flicker Wisp. Eventually we can cast the Flicker Wisp. So I know he's got 2 Dampened Thoughts at least. He probably has more than them. Everything in, he went the Arcane build, so I'm sure that he is going to have a lot of... I'm glad he sacked that, because now I can't kill my Flicker Wisp. And yes, I'd like to use this ability on Aether Vial. I don't draw the land. Okay, it's okay. Next turn we can get up to 3 and play a Flicker Wisp. And next turn 4, and we'll keep it at 4 for a couple turns, and then put up to 5. All right, that's fine. The Aether Vial is going to save our hide. See if he gets Dampened Thought. No, he's going to basic land cycle. Okay, I'm cool with getting a counterspell out of his deck. And I got plenty of lands. We got 23, right? Isn't that what I ended up with? So we'll get rid of an island there. And he can have his island back. Yes, we'd like to use this ability. Okay. Alright, well, we will definitely keep this for drop. And the aggressive Flicker Wisp is hopefully going to get us there. Yeah, we'll keep it at 4 for a while, and then after we get the Mountain Walkers down, we'll be fine. So he's black as well, Mind Funeral. He's going to have Mind Funerals in here. So it definitely is a mill deck. So there again, I highly can't emphasize this enough. Mill decks are very easy to beat. Very easy to beat when you just add more cards. Now he's got a mill a 60 card deck. I have the cards to actually make it work, which is great. And this Aether Vial is just going to destroy him. As we get a 3/3 Mountain Walker. No, I'd not like to use this ability. Oh, come on. This is getting ridiculous. 23 lands in here. Didn't I put 23 lands in? In a 56 card deck, that should be fine. But the Aether Vial is just such a boss. So that's an Arcane, so that will allow him to get, and he's going to dampen Thought. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're never going to mill me. Never say never. Here's going to be 4 lands. Nope, only 1 land. Okay, cool. He gets rid of a bunch of... Did I add lands to this? I swear I did, didn't I? 23 lands. So I should still have 20 lands left in my deck. So 50% of my deck is lands. Thank you, Aether Vial. You're amazing. Alright, what does this do? So returns that. Well, we'll put it out again. How does that sound? No. Alright, this is just getting ridiculous. So we'll do it right now, so we don't have to discard. Put out another one. Tack in here. He's an 11 now. I'll have to check and see if I did. He's definitely going to sack this. This is 4 mana. There's no way he's going to keep that around yet. And he's getting kind of flooded out with lands, which in his deck, I mean, with the Grape Shocks and the Arcanes, I mean, his deck works. I mean, he doesn't have to mill me. I'm thinking this is going to be Petals of Insight. Look top 3 cards of your library and put those cards on the bottom of your library in any order. If you do, return Petals of Insight. So otherwise, draw 3 cards. And it's an Arcane as well, so I get milled again. Everything in his deck is Arcane, so it's an Arcane. Yeah, just an Arcane mill strategy. But he's on a 2-turn clock now. And now I can actually pump up my Aether Vial. And still, he only gets 1 land out of that. So out of 35 cards, 19 lands are now, or 19 of those cards are lands. So yes, we'd actually like to use this ability. It's a 5 on there. Draw a land. Thank you. Look at that. All right. Cool, cool. So now we can cast a 3-dropper, which isn't really anything. But we can get one back with the Pilfer. I mean, we could cast the Thieving Sprite, but no real point. So we will Aether Vial here. And yes, we'd like to use ability, put out this dude, and a Thieving Sprite. And this should be game. Unless you can mill 34 cards. Yeah, alright. So let's check this sideboard and just see if I was incredibly unlucky. 24 lands, deck. What the hell was that about? Anyway, Warden Weirding's bad against his deck. Street Race are kind of bad. You know what? Street Race can actually come in here. They're not bad. They actually work okay. He might be switching strategies here against me. I don't think he had anything for artifacts or enchantments. Plum Veil's not good against him. We just need ways to stabilize. I am doing this. This is fine. 24 lands out of 56 card deck with Aether Vial. Street Race. Yeah. Sand Sours. I mean, I like this. Okay, we're gonna submit it. And we're gonna draw some lands here. That is just unfair that I have Aether Vial opening hand every game. I'm calling this right now. This is just unfair. No, I'd not like to mulligan. I would like to keep my Aether Vial, which is a very overpowered card in draft, and I drew into a land. All right, cool. So overpowered. The bad thing about these Phantom decks is you win cube tickets for winning this thing. And the only first place gets a Modern Masters pack. It's just a horrible, horrible prize support. But it's cool to tape drafts with and actually get some experience. So now I'm going to be like, why am I drawing so many lands? I'm going to bitch for the exact opposite reason, as it looks like I am getting land flooded here. And I'm okay getting rid of the counter spell there. That's fine. Come on, Aether Vial. So I'm going to get Aether Vial up to 5 as quick as possible. Hopefully I draw into a Rebel here. A Rebel would be perfect. Lava Spike. Well, let's see. That is going to hurt. And he's going to dampen thoughts. So he's got this again. He's got these dampened thoughts. And yay, look at that. He got rid of 3 lands that I did not want to see. But he did get rid of a Tidal or Scholar. So he could burn me out too. I do have to worry about the getting burned out. And there's a Tidal or Scholar. That's awesome. We can use it whenever. We can use it during his draw step here. Yeah, that's how we'll do it. We'll do it during his draw step. That'll give us an extra card to choose from. Okay. And we'll get rid of that dampened thought probably. No, I don't care about him milling. I have 42 cards. It's going to take him forever to mill. So Lava Spike, Grape Shot, Sword of Light and Shadow. You got a Sword of Light and Shadow too, and what are you going to put it on? And Lava Spike, we're going to take the Grape Shot here. I don't really care about him milling him. I'd rather keep my Tidal or Scholar alive. I mean, it will just get Grape Shotted and he'll get whatever back. So we will get the creature removal. Two Sword of Light and Shadows going around. Crazy. Yeah, we know the drill. This guy hopefully is going to get me back in. And that's still... Alright, well at least it gets rid of a Grape Shot and potential damage to me. So he's going to get a Grape Shot back. But he's down to 3 cards. Grape Shot, Sword of Light and Shadow, and a Dampened Thought. So yes, we'd like to put a counter on it. Let's draw in a 3-drop. Oh, we did. So let's pull this Sandsower out. And we can put this Recluse at any time. And next turn, Divinity of Pride is definitely going to come out. And it's cool because we got the Stone Hero Giant to actually go get. And in fact, Stone Hero Giant might come out here. No, I think Divinity. I'd rather have Divinity countered. So he's taken 2. Fortunately, my least aggressive creatures. And yeah, we'll cast the Divinity. And if it gets countered, it gets countered. All right, Peer for the Depths Mill. Getting old. This is a cool strategy, don't get me wrong. I've never seen this arcane strategy yet, but I'd hate to ever play it. Like, the 16 cards, that's him having to use it 4 extra times, which is huge in draft, going from 40 to 56 card deck like I did. And with all the Recursion I have in my deck, Recursion, I guess, Graveyard Recursion, this definitely doesn't make... I mean, this Sword of Light and Shadow is going to be awesome, as it's going to get back a Tidal or Scholar every time. Isn't it a 2 mana casting cost or less, or is it a 1 mana casting cost? I can't remember the Light and Shadow, exactly what it reads. I mean, he's got one up here, so let's see where it went. If it shows... Yeah, the Light and Shadow. Sword of Light and Shadow... target creature card. Oh, return to 1 target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Why does I think it was only 2 or less? All right, so this Divinity of Pride comes out. He's got to find an answer for it right away, or he is in very, very big trouble. I'll pump up this to 5. I have plenty of 5-drops in the deck to actually abuse the Aether Vial. All right, so I don't know why he doesn't do this. He's still going to go to try to mill me, but this is going to take his turn. And I'm still at 32 cards. Yeah. And he's going to take 5. I'm going to be out of his direct damage range here. Yes, we'd like to put a counter on it. And I'm going to be able to get like crazy... Oh, wow. Yeah, crazy card advantage here. So we'll begin attack phase. Attack in for a lot. Go back up to, so 6. So he's down to a 12. He's on a 2-turn. I mean, he's basically dead next turn. He's got to mill me out of 31 cards next turn. And I'm actually just going to grab a... from the Pilfers is just going to go grab a Title or Scholar and get rid of any sort of removal in his hand. Sorry, Jitterbug. Cool deck. Unless you can somehow Mind Funeral me for a gazillion lands. You already did get a bunch of lands, but you're dead next turn. Okay, so he's going to return... What are you going to return? The gotta return the Giant. But then I'll just... Whatever you return, I'm just going to get it right back. Hope he realizes that. So the Divinity goes back. So, well, yeah, it didn't matter which one he did. Because I can just throw it back out with Aether Vial. What an overpowered card. So overpowered. Why'd they print this card? Storm count for 2. Grape Shot. Alright, whoop-de-doo. Okay. Yep, you kill a Recluse. And yep, you know you're dead. Alright, so that is game. So we got a really cool deck with this this kind of recursion. I think we can go far with this deck. This is Kevin from RogueDeckBuilder.com. RogueModernDeckBuilder.com. RogueModernMastersDeckBuilder.com. Something like that. Thanks for watching.